will be a controversial video, especially if you are part of the astral projection community on Reddit. But I needed to get this off my chest. If you are from that subreddit, you would have heard of this method called the headlift technique. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of this method. If you are curious and you don't know about it, you are more than welcome to go to the Astral Projection subreddit and search for it. It shouldn't be that difficult to find, as it has become extremely popular. I believe it has over 1,000 upvotes on the platform. So first, I want to acknowledge a moderator on this subreddit by the name of Slipknot. This person is well-spoken, intelligent, and appears to care very deeply for the subreddit. But Slipknot was attacked and downvoted based on an opinion that wasn't popular regarding this headlift technique. Despite this, Slipknot stood their ground, and that has definitely earned my respect. This is not easy to do when everybody is saying one thing and you believe something else, and despite the negativity, you stick with what you believe. It's not an easy thing to do, and definitely has gained my respect. In the end, I believe that this moderator was simply trying to keep things balanced, which I believe is an important aspect of that job. Many people on this platform will disagree with me, will say that this moderator and perhaps even myself are gatekeeping, which of course is not true. I didn't create this channel or post on the subreddit to somehow guard access to AP or astral projection. I do all of this to give back for the incredible access that I have on the astral plane and beyond it. And while the moderator's opinion wasn't popular, to me, it isn't about being popular. It's all about speaking the truth from your perspective. Now, I don't want to give you the idea that I am against this headlift method. If you have been a part of this channel or community for a while, you'll know that I am in favor of anything that works to get you out of your body if that's what you desire. But one of the things that is suggested in this method is that it is, quote, easy. And that, to me, is a red flag. There's nothing, in my opinion, that is easy about any of this stuff. It takes work and patience to have success. And that, by the way, is with anything that is worth achieving. And it is my belief that the success that people have had with this method isn't based on the method itself. It is my belief that the success is based on the belief that it will be successful. Belief is a powerful thing. And if you believe something strongly enough, I suspect that almost anything is possible. So, if you are curious, I encourage you to try the headlifting method. But I also encourage you to keep your mind open and try other things as well. Get creative and come up with your own method if that's helpful to you. Also, I want to take a moment to speak to those that are on the subreddit and may also be on this channel who may read about these methods but don't necessarily like to participate by posting or commenting. I suspect that there are many people like this. And maybe you are beating yourself up because it seems to be working, this headlifting method seems to be working for all these people on the subreddit. you're sitting on there and you're reading all these success stories. And for whatever reason, you're like, wow, this seems to be working for all these people, but for some reason, it isn't working for me. And maybe you are thinking this is because there is something wrong with you. But again, I've talked about this before. This is something that I am extremely kind of passionate about because people beat themselves up over this kind of stuff. I see this in both the astral projection and the shifting community. They beat themselves up because they think that they're somehow not good enough to get this because they're reading all of these, success stories. And I want to remind you that you don't know these people. You don't know what they've gone through, what things that they have done to get to this point. I mean, they may just be telling you about the success story that they've had, but they may not be going into the background of exactly what they've done to get there. It's interesting. I've been watching these YouTube videos on this person who walks around the streets of New York City with this sort of rig with the, sort of an electronic piano, and he's got all of this production stuff. And, he'll go up to people and basically he has people sing and they rap and they do all this stuff while he basically creates music for them. And it's a beautiful thing. And this person is very talented. But again, I didn't see all of the work that this person put in to get to that point because it's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch him because he seems to just be able to, within seconds, come up with something. And what he comes up with musically is amazing. And I'm telling you this as a person who was a musician in school. And I know that what this person does is not easy. This person has worked very hard to get there. And perhaps he's not saying anything about that. He's not going into detail about what he had to do to get to this point, but he got there based on the work that he's put in. So that is my position again with anything that's worth achieving. And the thing about astral projection, shifting, and all these methods, each being, each person is beautifully unique. And I don't believe that one method will work for everyone. So for those of you who aren't necessarily getting success, keep exploring and testing out different methods. And most importantly, be patient with yourself because ultimately it won't be a method that gets you out there. Ultimately, it will be you and only you that helps you to succeed. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. And I just want to say, if you disagree with me or disagree with maybe someone else who comments on this video, it's perfectly fine to respectfully, give that disagreement as long as it is respectful and as long as you're not speaking down to someone or insulting someone. To me, it's perfectly fine to disagree. Until next time, take care.